So here I am in the Valley of Dreams, getting ready for VMXdN Foxhill 2023, the world's best two-stroke motocross event. Right now, it's the calm before the storm. So I took the opportunity to talk to some of the weekend's key players. I'm here with the two masterminds of this awesome event that's about to kick off in a couple of days' time. I think it's the calm before the storm right now. I know you two have had a busy day, but as we sit here overlooking your kingdom, how excited are we to get started? Wob, I'll start with you.
Oh, it's so cool, isn't it? We're so humbled, the amount of people who want to come and experience what we're trying to put together for them. You know, it's awesome. It's just mega. It's just, I don't really know what to say. It just feels weird that everybody believes in what we thought of. Like, we need to bring the VMXdN, bring it newer, bring it to a 90s track, keep everybody on two strokes, keep everybody on era correct stuff. I mean, they might have some newer forks in them, but they're somewhere near.
Yeah.
And to come and see a few big names riding around, and for the reaction we've had and the sales, you know, like we had a lot of people last year which we were selling off an idea. Then we had a product to sell, so then the sponsors came thick and fast. You know, we closed the trade 2 months ago. Sponsors we had to stop because we just couldn't give them value for money if we had any more, and the ticket sales are just off the charts. So it's going to be big, it's going to be huge, and the weather's with us, so we should be all right.
And Dave, I know he was a bit stressed when I got here earlier, just kind of marshalling the paddock and everything, but I said to you, this is what you live for, right?
Yeah, I seem to get the worst jobs here, though. I suppose it is my baby, so, you know, there is somebody who's got to do the worst jobs, but it's a good type of stress. You know, I've been doing it long enough now. You know what to expect. There's always going to be problems, but they're pretty much good problems, if you know what I mean.
This place, this event has given us some great memories in the past. And I've got a feeling that we're going to have some moments to remember coming our way very soon. Just looking back to last year then, guys, what was your personal favourite moments or kind of things about the event?
5 o'clock on the Sunday. It was all over, no question.
Wobbs, what was your favourite moment?
Like I say, as a promoter, to see Ando coming through and passing the guys and seeing the crowd go crazy, it is mega. But for me, as a bike builder, I want to see my guys do good, and to see Ryan and Mike come over that jump side by side, sidewards, first corner, well, second corner, was like, we got it right. The bikes are good, you know what I mean? And I know you think you're good until they go racing, you don't know. And I knew at that point we're okay.
And that's an iconic picture, an iconic moment now, isn't it? That.
Yeah, mega shot. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's our merch for next year right there. And then we got a picture of Ando doing that jump just over there by the road.
Yeah,
and
pointing.
Yeah. No disrespect to Ando, it's not easy to find a good picture of him. But that's a good shot. So we got that on the merch as well, because you know Ando's fans are very loyal. They all want to be on there. And on the beer mugs and all that, we got both those guys on there. So we're trying to spread the love. Tommy's got the ump because he's not on this year, but I said if you win, you'll be on next year. How about that for a deal?
I mean, those two moments that you said were two of my favourite moments, not of just this weekend, but the entire year last year when Ando made the move just there, and
I was still hear the crowd.
Yeah, I was on the bank just by the sign, and I had the view of the whole valley, and it was so loud. It was awesome. So that right there is the hill where Ando made that famous pass. Anderson was the man of the moment that day. But ultimately, Team USA were just too strong as a squad, and they walked away victorious. USA took the title last year. Who's your money on this year?
USA got their hands full, because with Ryan deciding not to ride because he wasn't prepared, and then us having to draft Tyler Bowers in. Tyler's the real deal. I hope he's been riding enough. I know his 500's in California and he's in Florida, so he hasn't been riding that much, but Tyler's a good dude. Mike's Mike, he's going to, if he doesn't win, he'll have the arse. Yeah. You know, Zach's going to be going well on the Yamaha, I'm sure. Tommy, looking really, really good, and Tommy's fired up, like he's never seen him so nervous, excited. This is a big deal for him. And
for you then, Dave, actually, Wob, you didn't give me an answer there, did you? That was a very political answer, that was, wasn't it? If you had to put 100 quid on who's going to be on top of the box, what are you going to say? I
wouldn't bet against Brad Ando. I wouldn't bet against him, but I've got a bet on my boys. I've got a bet on Brownie and Tommy Searle. They're going to be. I don't think Ando's going to have it all his own way. Let's put it that way.
In terms of a nation,
my bike building person wants America to win, and my promoter person wants England to win.
Same question goes to you then, Dave. Who do we think is going to be on a top step individually and as a team at the end of the weekend?
No question. I honestly believe England will cream it. I honestly do. I think because Brad came last year, you know, he was off the charts. Mel came last year. Mel is prepared. He's got his own bike. He's been riding a lot. Tommy has been riding a lot with Wobbs's bike. I just think you'd be crazy to bet against those three. As individual riders, there's some little ringers in there like Mattis Caro. Nobody knows quite what he's going to be like. You've got Nev Bradshaw. There's loads of people that's going to be in the mix that's going to upset it. It's not going to go one team's way completely. So again, Bobby, you know, he could be a race winner, and that's going to upset the overall results. Who knows? That's the excitement of that race.
But it's not just about the Nations team race. There's so much going on here, we're only just getting started. So let's go and chat to some riders and find out what else is going on. Oh, and if you stay until the end of the video, I've got a very special announcement just for you guys.
Going dark, back from the dead is a miracle, doc. They counted me out, moment of truth, counting it down. Underdog story was down for the count. Back on my feet, back with a mic, back on the beat, back with a family, and back in the streets. The game on lock, I stand with a key. Standing my ground, I am planning a fleet. Standing my ground, I am planting my feet. Taking a stand, embracing my destiny, shaking his hand. Flipping the script, changing the plans. Up to the top and I'm taking the fans. Making them jump, making them dance. Making them jump, making them dance. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies.
In the over 50s race, we have got 3 times world champion Alessi Chiodi coming from Italy on the YZ 250, the factory bike built by Michele Rinaldi. I think that race is absolutely stacked. I think he's probably going to win it, but he's not going to have it his own way.
And what about the Evo 125 class? Last year that was an absolute stunning weekend of racing. Predictions there this time?
You got Carl Nunn racing, and Carl Nunn's taking it serious. You got Brownie, don't ever bet against Brownie. Nev's up for it. So there's going to be 3 guys on pretty much identical CR125s going at it. But let's not forget that Wright Engineering team race. That Wright Engineering team race is like the British Championships, all on 22-year-old dirt bikes. Yeah. Those kids are going to be taking chunks out of each other.
I was at a track yesterday with Tom Grimshaw and Sam Nunn, and they're just shaking the bikes down one last time, and they were fast. They were fast.
Yeah, but then you got the stolen team, which is Christian Watley, Dylan Woodcock, and Todd Kellett. That is, if they had no bike problems, I would put my money on that team.
We was discussing that yesterday at the track with Tom and Sam, and I was asking them, who do you think's the main competition? Because both Tom and Sam were really good around here last year in the Ultra Evo class, and that's the team that they both said. Okay, so I'm here with the man of the moment, the hero of Team USA, Tyler Bowers. You've come in last minute to replace Ryan on the team, but you've never been to this event before. You've never raced in the UK before. Do you know what you've got yourself in for?
No, I really don't. I'm really excited. You know, Wobbs has hit me up in the past when I was still racing in the U.S. Professionally. Unfortunately, every year he talked to me, I was a little bit young. I think he had to be 30 to come. So I was still young, and then now I'm finally an old guy. I'm 32 now, and we got to talking, and he's like, hey, Villa's not going to be able to race. Why don't you come over and fill in? So he was going to build up a 500 for me, and of course, you know, that's the only 2-stroke I'm going to ride. So I was honored to come.
Like you say, you don't really know what you get yourself in for, but I guess you have seen some footage from last year, maybe seen some of the names. Do you know some of the guys that you need to be looking out for on track from the UK, from Ireland, from Europe? And do you know what your role on the team is going to be, using some of that arena cross background out there maybe?
Man, you know, the only thing I could think about getting ready for this is my 2 teammates are going to be Zach Osborne and Mike Brown, and I'm like, dude, those guys are Iron Men, you know. So I have to bring my A game. I just didn't want to be the anchor on the team. So, you know, I've been working really hard, and you know, it's racing nonetheless. It doesn't matter who you're racing against, you can figure it out. So if I got to bump some people out of the way, we'll do that. Hopefully I don't have to do that. Hopefully I just get a good start on this 500 and get out of there.
I don't want to say that you've got a reputation for that, but you're a big man and you're on a big bike, so I'd be getting out of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. If push comes to shove, I'll do it for sure. But we'll try to put on a good show this weekend, and I'm just excited to race.
Okay, so I've been strolling the pits looking for a member of Team England, right, isn't it? Team England. And I've come across Mel Pocock here, ready and raring to go at VMXdN Foxhill. How much are you looking forward to this weekend? We know what to expect from this event now, right?
What have we got to expect? I don't know. I don't think we realised what size the event was last year before we all come here. I mean, Dave called me up. Dave King said, "Do you want to do Foxhills?" I was like, "Yeah. Okay, then I'll do it." Got here and 20,000 people here? I'm not sure. So yeah, it's a complete surprise to anyone involved. For this year, I don't know. What's it going to be? Bigger and better?
I reckon so. In terms of competition, then, you're in a weird camp, really, aren't you? Because you're obviously Team England. You raced for the team last year, did well for the team last year, but you have been sleeping with the enemy, so to speak. Zach's been sleeping at your house, staying over at yours, riding at yours, right? So, what's the rivalry like between you two? Obviously, you're good friends, but what happens when the gates drop?
I've got rivalry across the whole board here because, Team GP, Tommy Sell, I've been teammates with him this year in the British Championship. I want to beat him and he wants to beat me. So we'll leave it at that. I think he's got his knickers and twists over that. So, but no, Zach, he's a long-time friend of mine. Obviously, we've got a lot of past history racing with Dixon, Yamaha and GPs. And, he lived at mine for many years. We housed him and, gave him a base, but yeah, dicing with the enemy, I guess. Yeah. But no, I think we've got a strong team this year. Brad's on form no matter what. He's our British Bulldog, and Tommy, well, he's going to have to jump in at the deep end and come and realise what he missed last year.
And what about Tyler Bowers then on that big KX 500? Do we need to look out for him?
For sure. I mean, he's got many years of experience underneath his belt. He's on a good bike. But no, he's a big geezer, so I'm guessing he's going to need every single horsepower of that 500 he's going to put out.
Okay, so before we get started, Brad, I just want to say thanks for last year because you provided two of the best moments of my 2022 season. When you passed Villapoto over there and then when you waved to the crowd over there, absolutely awesome. Coming into this year, what are you expecting? What are you looking forward to most for VMXdN Foxhill 2023?
Well, I was expecting obviously Villapoto on them. They said they were going to do a bit more homework and then come back, but I don't know if he did a bit more homework, but then he decided to pull out at the last minute, so it's a bit of a shame really, because it was a real good battle between me and him at one point, and I would have loved to have raced him again, so with him being a bit more prepared, but as I say, he's pulled out, so we have to look at Tyler Bowers, we have to look at Mike Brown. He's still going really well for his age, and then obviously Zach. They're the three to beat obviously in the Americans, because obviously they won last year, so we've got a good strong team. We've got Tommy, obviously Mel and myself, which me and Mel had some awesome battles again last year, so we know our speed's really good. Fingers crossed we can put a good show on and throw some whips out there and give that 100 again.
Just one class for you this year or two? You used two classes last year, right?
Yeah, I did the 500 last year. This year I've decided I wanted to mix it up because it was a real good race in the 125 class with obviously Nev and Mike Brown. I've only been out at it once and it was real hard work, up and down the gears a very lot. But no, I enjoyed it, it was good fun. But watched Mike last week and he looked awesome on it, so I think he's going to be one definitely to watch. And as I say, I want to try and rather stop with him or better him if I can.
And we got a new part of the track now, which is just behind us. Obviously you can't see it, but that's going to be an interesting, very technical section. It'll be interesting to see how people tackle that.
So you can see behind me here the new section of the track, or should I say the old section of the track. Jeff Perrott, who actually raced here in the 90s at the GPs, told me that this loop was originally here back in the day and the guys have now added it back in. You can see you come down a steep hill here where Ando made that famous pass, take a sharp right and you're going back up towards the A paddock. And then another 180 left, back down the hill along the valley floor. And the fans can now get so close to the action. You weren't allowed on that bank last year, but the fencing's in and you can get close, you can cheer on your riders and they'll be able to hear you, I can assure you.
We about to change the game, we out here taking names. Let our voices rise, let them reach the sky. We about to change the game, we out here taking names. Let our voices rise, let them reach the skies. We about to change the game.
Tomorrow then, weekend, the crowd's going to start pouring in, the riders going to start pouring in. I just want to say thanks to you both for sorting out our favourite weekend of the year for sure. We don't go to that many motocross races anymore because we're just filming, doing our own bits and pieces, like, you know, Dave finding these weird bikes and whatnot, but I don't think we'll ever miss this one. This is the place to be this weekend.
Don't forget to buy your 999 laser merch.
He knows, he knows. So yeah, we'll see you on the weekend. Let's do it. So yeah, I'm going to be here all weekend long at VMXdN Foxhill, making videos pre-event, during event and post-event for you guys to watch. We're also going to have a presence in the paddock right by the entrance to the track, so come along, say hi, I'd love to meet you all. We're going to be selling some exclusive 999 laser merch over there as well, like the Real Men Ride 2-strokes tee I'm wearing here, the Long Live 2-strokes boonie that I'm wearing right now, and the classic 999 laser snapback. All this stuff is super exclusive, only available this weekend. We've only done 100 of each, so come along, come and see us, come and say hi. The Whitezilla is going to be there too. So that's the entrance to the track right there, and that's our pit setup. So come say hello. If you love what we do, if you love the 2-stroke content that we make, any piece of merch that you grab really does support the channel. And a big thanks to our channel sponsors actually, Putoline, 24MX and O'Neill, because thanks to them we're able to give away a free goodie bag to anyone that buys a piece of merch. We've got some cool surprises in there just for you guys.